Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Champion Cycle. I know for those of you that have been following along with our channel, you notice we missed the past couple of weeks. We apologize. We've been super busy trying to get everybody sorted for winter and putting bikes away and getting everything going for the end of the season over here up in the Great White North. But we thought we'd drop a video today because we got our hands on a 2025 BMW F900 GS. This bike is bone stock, brand spanking noodles. We thought, let's go ahead and put this thing on the dyno. Let's see how much horsepower it actually makes, how the air fuel looks straight from the factory. These bikes are all the rage right now online, and everywhere you read, these bikes are supposedly the next greatest thing in well-balanced, all-around, do-everything bikes. We're gonna put that to the test. So hang around, guys. We're going to do a little quick tunes video and put this up on the dyno. We're going to see what the actual horsepower and torque is to the floor, as well as the air-fuel ratio. All right, guys, so we've put this beauty up on the dyno. We let it warm up. Obviously, we didn't film that. It's been idling for a few minutes to get to operating temperature. We're gonna go ahead and do a whole bunch of pulls, and we'll basically see peak horsepower. We actually stuck our sniffer in the tailpipe so we can actually get an air-fuel ratio as well. What we decided we thought was cool was this bike actually has multiple riding modes. It has rain, road, and dynamic. So we thought, let's put it in each mode and see what the difference in horsepower is as well. Interesting facts, right? So let's give this thing some runs and see where she lands. All right, guys, so there you have it. We did a multitude of pulls, 8 pulls to be exact, till we reached peak power. To give you an idea here, the peak power was 93.09. First pull, it made 91.39, and then we went all the way up, slowly increasing till 93.09, and then the next pull was 92.55, so obviously we've already reached peak power. So we'll go ahead and we'll highlight peak power, which was right there. As you guys can see by the graph, horsepower 93.09 at a max speed of 172.8 kilometers an hour. Keep in mind that's in 5th gear, not 6th gear, so by no means is that max speed. As you guys can see by the air fuel ratio right out of the gate from factory, I'm doing this in speed, not RPM, because obviously I don't have a tack cable hooked up or none of that stuff because we're not doing real work to this bike. As you guys can see, it's off the chart lean here, very lean. And then above 100 kilometers an hour, it finally started getting into some decent and then a little on the fatter side. So right out of the gate from the factory, these bikes all run super lean. That's generally to pass EPA standards to be sold in all the various countries. That's why tuning is very important. Even if your bike is 100% stock, tuning matters. So just to go through this here real quick, we did that in road mode. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna do some pulls in rain mode. Then I'm gonna do some pulls in dynamic mode. Let's see the peak horsepower difference on each. So that was dynamic mode. Now in dynamic mode, it actually picked up a little bit of horsepower and it made 94.48 in 5th gear. So yeah, she made an extra 1.5 foot-pounds or 1 full horse, excuse my language there, 1 whole horsepower difference in dynamic mode. Let's see what she does in rain mode. All right, guys, so that was rain mode. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab and just clean this up so it's a little less on the eyes. I did a couple of pulls here just to see what our peak would be, and boom. So there you go, guys. There you have it. This is our final numbers. We wound up in road mode. We made 93.09. In dynamic mode, we made 94.48. In rain mode, 92.76. So realistically, there's a 1 horsepower difference, give or take, in between riding modes. Now that being said, that could very well be engine temperature, tire wear. So ultimately, if I had to use my professional opinion and tell you, I would say regardless of the mode, horsepower is the same. Obviously with these modes, I know from doing ECUs, a lot of the difference is just in throttle blade operating and speeds with respect to the throttle blade opening. That's what kind of makes them dumb down speeds and delivery and power delivery, and that's what makes the modes operate different. It's not always max power, as we can see on the dyno. But yeah, there you have it. This pretty much tells us what this bike makes. So peak power, realistically, if we're going to use the highest one was dynamic, it's 94.48. And that's pretty much it, guys. This wraps up this video. 2025 BMW F900 GS. Pretty cool little machine. Decent power numbers. Obviously, you get legendary BMW rideability and reliability. Go get you one. See you on the next one. And don't forget, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Watch some of our other videos. As you guys have noticed too, when you ask us questions, I always try and answer myself. Keep them coming. Stick around.